Hi, everybody. Okay, I have never done this. I'm on my YouTube channel and I'm going live on my new YouTube channel because I want to see if it's easier to transfer videos or share videos once they're downloaded from the live studio in the YouTube channel. So this is just a kind of test, I guess. I've had a lot of people ask me about doing false eyelashes. I had one time about a year or so ago done a video on how I do false eyelashes, and it's really easy. I can do it when I'm just putting them on for myself in less than a minute or two. Really, really quick, really, really easy. And I've had a lot of people ask me to show you again just how I do that. So I've done my makeup for the most part. I've done my TruAura foundation and TruAura blush. I haven't done much contouring or highlighting or anything. I did a little bit of eyes using TruAura's After Midnight palette. And I've done a little bit of eyeliner. So I have not done any mascara yet. And so I saved that because I kind of use my mascara when I'm putting on false eyelashes. So let's get started with eyelashes, and I'm going to kind of show you what I do and how I do it. So to start, I have a few things that I get together before I put my eyelashes on, and they're usually my vanity is right over here, and so everything that I use is always very close at hand. But I'm going to show you the lashes that I use and what I do, what tools I use to put the lashes on. So I have my favorite eyelashes are by Kiss, and they are, and I will post this at the end of the video. I'll post some products that I use. So this is Kiss eyelashes, and they are number 55615, and they're kind of a tapered. They're kind of tapered on both ends, so they're longer in the center and they're shorter on both sides. Now, some of the false eyelashes are short on one side and they just keep extending out longer to the edge, but these are short on both sides and long in the center. And that's why I like these, because I don't use the full eyelash. I only use half of it. And so that gives me one eyelash I can use for both eyes, because I'll take the shorter ends on the toward the center of my eye and the longer center toward the outside edge. And I'm going to show you that here in just a second. These are what I wear most of the time. If I wear a false eyelash, it's this one. Now, if I'm going to do an evening out where I'm dressed up, I will use this Ardell Professional Faux Mink, and it's number 817, and it's still tapered on both edges. It's still short on both outside edges and long in the middle, but it's a thicker, it's a more dense lash. So it just gives you more of the little eyelashes density on this one than on this one. But this is the one I'm going to use today, because this is just the one that I use most of the time. So I'm going to try to open this. This is a brand new. I probably have one that's already opened over in my vanity, but this is a brand new one. And so I'm going to show you what I do. So I'm going to take the palette out, and I take a pair of tweezers, and I like the tweezers that are angled. And so I'm just going to get one edge here and take one eyelash off. And I have to be really careful not to skew that outside lash. Sometimes it's a little more difficult than others. And I just kind of messed that one up. So let's go for another one. Try to get underneath the hair and then lift it, but sometimes it's a little difficult to do. So I'm going to okay, so I have one lash. Let's see if I can get this where you can see. One lash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half right in the very center of this lash. And I've got a monstrous pair of scissors right now, because I'm going to use it for something that needs a little more oomph. But I'm going to take it right in the very center, and I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, so now I have two lashes, and they're long on one side and short on the other. So the short side's going to go to the inside and the long side to the outside. And so you've got one for each eye that works that way. Okay, now the other thing that I use every time I put lashes on is a Q-tip. And I'll take a Q-tip, and here's what I need these big pair of scissors for. I'm going to cut this Q-tip at a real hard angle because I want to use, instead of using a pair of tweezers or a needle like some people do, or this is what I use to push the lash up close to my eye, the skin on my eyelid. And then I will use the cotton some to also kind of secure it. So I get one Q-tip and I cut it at an angle. Okay, so, and then I like to use the black eyelash glue, the eyelash adhesive. This is by Kiss, and it has some aloe vera in it, and it's black. So because I usually use a darker eyeliner, I like to use the black. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by putting some mascara on. And y'all know that I wet my eyelashes with the Balancing Mist by TruAura. And I'm just going to put some of the Balancing Mist on my lashes. Before I put my mascara on. And then we're going to put just a little bit of mascara. And when I nearly always do this, but when I put mascara on, I don't usually comb these lashes on the inside. I don't usually comb them straight up. I usually comb everything kind of to the outside edge when I'm not using, let me think. I don't comb them straight up if I'm not going to use eyelashes. If I'm going to use eyelashes, I will comb everything towards the front, towards the inside of my lash, which is why I'm doing that today. So I'm going to bring some more of my lashes to the inside because I'm going to put the lash on the outside. So I want to kind of oomph up the inside lash. So I'm going to kind of really push it that direction. Okay, that's it. Just a little bit of mascara. So now I'm going to take one of the eyelashes. I'm going to put one dot of glue, just one little dot of glue on my hand. So I'm going to get it where you can see it. So I'm going to put one dot of glue on my hand. That's all. And that's probably enough for both lashes. Then I take one lash, and I usually start, I'm right-handed, and I don't know why I usually start to the right, but I like to take the eyelash really close to the nylon that they're attached to with my angled tweezer pointing up to my right. It just makes it easier for me to get it in that direction. Then I'm just going to drag the lash through the glue. So one dot of glue is really too much, but that's just what I do. Just drag it through there. Then you're going to give it just a second to set. And with the tweezers very close to that nylon, and I usually kind of tap the top just to get some of that glue off the top of the lash. I don't mind it being on the bottom because it's going to kind of sit on my lashes. And then what I do is sit my elbow down, get close to my mirror. I'm going to try to do this where y'all can see it. And then I'm just going to set this piece of eyelash down next to my lashes. Okay? Then I'm going to take that little angled Q-tip and I'm just going to press it down. Okay? Just like that. Next to the skin on your lashes. Then I will take a little bit more mascara and blend those bottom lashes into that eyelash. So here's, nothing is different except one eyelash is on. And so there's that one. Let's do the next side, and I keep the angle exactly the same. The angle of the tweezers moving upward and to my right. Then I'm going to get this really close, and I'm going to drag it through the glue. Oops, got too much on that one. Get it off a little bit, and then let it sit for a second. If it sits for a second, it gets a little bit tackier. So when you set it onto your eye, it sticks a little bit faster. So just give it a second to get kind of tacky, sticky. And so then again, I'm going to set my elbow down. I have to set my elbow down. And then I'm going to just set this lash right on my lid. I'm going to take, again, the little angled piece of Q-tip, and I am going to just set it down or kind of push it down next to the eyelid. Then I'm going to take a little bit of mascara. And I love this TruAura mascara wand because it's on a hinge, and especially on my left eye, it makes a difference in getting your mascara on well. And so there's that lash, and I'm done. So that took a little bit of time because I'm explaining, but you can see if I'm putting lashes on, it takes absolutely no time at all to do. So there's TruAura Eyes, and oomphed up a little bit with some half of a false eyelash on each eye. And there again is the Kiss. I used the Kiss. I think this one says it says 03. So 03 might also be the size of the lash. But I will post the model number or the product number down below, and then I'll kind of take a picture of what I use to do my eyelashes. And so that's, if I'm wearing a false eyelash, that's it. I never hardly ever wear a full eyelash. I usually always wear a half of a lash to the outside edge. Now, don't use mascara under my eyes because I don't like the way it kind of muddies up the look of my eye. I want everything kind of moving upward and outward, kind of up and out. And so that's why I'll put a little bit of eyeliner on, not a lot, and I don't usually use mascara underneath. So when I'm going to try to oomph up or energize the look of my lashes, I will do 1/2 of an eyelash. And that is how I do it. So I just wanted to kind of share that with y'all today. I hope y'all are having a good day, and blessings to you all.